Today we roll the dice and see if you can win with WYNN Resorts. Hello, fellow traders everywhere. Adam Hewison here, co-founder of MarketClub, with your midday market update for Friday, the 2nd of March. Yes, it's Friday, and lots going on in the market space. We'll also be looking at gold today. It's not shining the way it should be for a lot of investors, and we'll be looking at it with our trade triangle technology. And the other question is, has crude oil topped out? As you know, we've been very bullish on this market and it's sort of pulled back, and is it time to buy? We'll also be looking at 3 stocks on the move today: SARA Corp, WYNN Resorts, and CARMAX. We'll see how these 3 stocks did with our trade triangle technology. Now let's analyze the markets using our trade technology and see what's going on. But first, if you haven't seen this, you may want to try us with our one-on-one Market Club coaching. Is it right for you? It's a free consultation, and the call is 877-219-1482. It's a free call also, so give us a call. Once again, that number is 877-219-1482. One-on-one personal Market Club coaching. So let's go to the charts, and let's look at our first market. And we're going to be looking at, as always, we're looking at the S&P 500. And let's go to a three-month chart. This is the candlestick chart. You can see our trade triangles are still very positive. And if we look at this on a weekly basis, you can see we're flattening out a little bit here. And certainly a close at 1365 would be pretty much flat for the week and give us a doji line, which is a possible reversal. But the market has been remarkably strong. We've been long in this market from the 1292 area, and it continues to do well for us. So let's take a look at some other markets that we looked at. The Dow, pretty much the same thing, 90 plus 90 plus 90 on the NASDAQ, still very, very positive. Let's take a look at silver, because silver's really hasn't been acting that well lately, and you'll see on this chart when it comes up exactly how this is working. So let's go to, that's the weekly chart. Let's go to a daily chart, and you can see we had the big down day in this market, and that's what we want to talk about today. This is the big down day we were talking about, is right here. So we had that big reversal. That's a negative engulfing line right here. And we sort of closed up the previous day. That's Thursday, and of course we're closing down today, closing down towards the lows of the day. If we close here, this will be really kind of lower for the week. If you look at where we closed last week, which is right around here, so we will be closing lower for the week. And it looks as though this is maybe a false breakout, a little bit of a top there, which I expect will stay for the moment. Let's take a look at the gold market, because the gold market is actually a better, I think in many ways, a better idea of where money is going in the marketplace. And the gold actually had a very similar pattern, but unlike silver, gold did do something that silver didn't do. And I'll show you what that is right now. If you're looking at this chart, you're seeing that we had the negative engulfing line, which is right here, as we said, right here. It engulfed this line right here. So the big negative engulfing line, it closed lower the next day, which confirmed this was the top. And also, it's looking like it's trading lower today. We're trading at 1709, substantially lower for the week. We have a target zone of 1650, which is right here. And we expect that level to be hit. That's also a 61.8% retracement of this entire move. So from here to here, there's a pullback move. So we expect this level, the 1650 level, to act as some sort of support. So we have a minus 60, meaning the trading range. All of our trade triangles are down, indicating a stronger downtrend with all the short-term, intermediate, and long-term triangles down. So I think we are looking for this market to head lower. So let's go to clear the screen, go to our next market, and that's going to be the copper market. The copper market's, I'm going to put a line chart on this. The copper market is basically, looks like it's been going sideways for a while here. You can see this sort of action here. This is the May copper we're looking at, and certainly around the $4 range is having problems. So let's see how that plays out next week. But again, this is a reflection of the economy. If the economy's good, copper goes higher. Pretty much how it works. Now with crude oil, we are seeing a little pullback here. We are still bullish on this market if you look at the bigger picture, and that's what we want to look at. In fact, let's take a look at the USO, because that really has exactly the same pattern as crude oil right now. So while this is coming, let's look at a chart. And as you can see, Yesterday we had a little bit of a rumor, a little bit of scare, but that I think was just thrown in the market. I don't think it's been confirmed by anybody that the Saudi pipeline blew up. I suspect it was a planted story, but nonetheless, let's go to see how this market's doing. Again, we're long from the 38.47 level, and the market continues to act well. You've got a nice base. We've talked about this base before. If you just go really across here like this, we had a pullback. I think the low that we saw on Wednesday, I think that's going to probably hold, and that low was right around the 40 level. And so I think the 40 area is going to hold. I think this market can and will do better in the weeks ahead. And I think it's just a question of being patient and letting the market tell you what it wants to do. If we get a little closer in on this, I would say if we can close the market, let's say over 41, I think that would be a very, very good sign. 41.25 would be a new high. I think would be very, very positive. But again, let's see how this market plays out. But a close over 41, I think would be a good indication that there's continued support down at these levels for crude oil. So let's go to the next market. Let's just go back to our portfolio. And one thing's not really talked about. We're going to talk about the dollar Japanese yen. There's a nice bull market that's going on right now for the U.S. dollar. We usually talk about the index, but we can talk about the dollar today. Look at this nice bull market. Here's our monthly trade trial that came in at 78.44. The market's currently trading on the highs, 81.57. Looks really nice. And if we scope this out just a little bit further, nice meaning it's profitable, it's long, it's a good trade. And let's go out to maybe 2 years. You can see that this market is actually coming off a very strong base. And I think that's what we call a energy field when you have this type of build up, just really nice energy field, which is going to take this market certainly higher. I would say we could probably get to this level, the 86 level, with not too much of a challenge. So let's see how that plays out. But again, that's the being long dollars, short Japanese yen. It's sort of a nice place. So let's go take a look at our next market. And the next market we're looking at is going to be, let's take a look at the euro, because that's obviously a lot of people are watching that right now because of what's been going on in Europe. It's not much is happening. If you look at this overall, the pattern still looks to me like you've got a sort of trading range 65. You had the move up. If we put our Fibonacci tool on here, we can get an idea where this market possibly is going to turn around. So we put our Fibonacci tool in to the lows, and you can see it got to a 50% Fibonacci retracement. I'll scope that in just a little bit further so you can see. So we got to a perfect 50% retracement, and it's pulled back from there. It's not unusual for markets to get to the 50%. The 38%, you see it pull back from there, the 50, and it could possibly get up to the 61.8%. I'm not so sure about that, but we'll see what happens. But generally speaking, we have a mixed bag on the trend, so I think it's probably going to be a trading range for the time being. So let's scope this out a little further and go to our next market. And we're going to be looking at WYNN Resorts. And WYNN Resorts has had a lot of news today. And you can see basically what's interesting if you look at how markets work. Now, we had no idea what they were doing, but we had a signal yesterday to be a buyer of WYNN Resorts. And the level was, hold on one second. The level was right here. You can see it on the screen on March 1st at 123.27. The market's at 128 now. So these are all alerts that come through. You can do this with MarketClub. It shows you these alerts. You can choose to take them or not take them, but they've proven to be very, very accurate in the past. And that's all you need. You're really just trading with the trends, and you can see there's the sell signal. There's the, let's see where we get another, there's the buy signal on WYNN at 44.18. You would have gotten out at 128.15, and you're just getting back in now at 123.27. So the last three trades have all been profitable on a longer term basis. But again, this was something that we didn't know the news, didn't hear the news, whatever is about Macau. But generally speaking, we knew the market was telling you something was going on, and that's why you really need to pay attention to these trade trials, because when they kick in, it means something is going on and you want to pay attention and get long. So big move today with WYNN is up over 5.6% and looking good. So let's go to our next market, and that's SARA Lee. Again, we go back to SARA Lee. We have to scope this out just a little bit further, and even a bit further than that. So let's go out to a year, and you can see we got long SARA Lee at 19.10 on December 1st, and currently trading at 21.62. Not a big move, but still in the right direction. That's a nice 10% move in a matter of a couple of months. So you can't complain about that type of move, and it still looks very, very good to us. So again, trend is your friend. I'm pulling these are the big winners, today's big winners. I'm just pulling them randomly from the market just to show you. I'm not saying I'm picking the best examples. These are just happen to be the biggest movers today on these various exchanges on the NYSE. So let's go back to our next market, and that's CARMAX. And CARMAX is plus 100, so I know the trend is higher. And let's just see how that looks. So we've been long CARMAX from 31.73. It's 32.45. It's up today, of course. It's up 4.25%, but nonetheless, we had the trend right. And if you look at our weeklies, we are long from 30.80. Again, it's all about using the trade triangles to your advantage and allowing the market to tell you what it wants to do, rather than saying, oh, I think the fundamentals, the earnings, this. No, just go with the trend. Allow the market to tell you what to do. And that's what you're going to learn on our one-on-one Market Club coaching. Just give us a call. It's a free consultation and a free phone call. 877-219-1482. Hey, this is Adam Hewison for Market Club. Have a profitable trading day. It's Friday, remember, and I'll be back tomorrow with a weekend update. So be sure to tune in and get that weekend update. Have a great trading day.